Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Two dads, two mindsets, one life-altering lesson. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures. One was his biological dad, educated, respected, and traditional. He believed in working hard, getting good grades, and finding job security. The other was his best friend's dad, an entrepreneur with an 8th-grade education who built an empire. He believed in financial education, investing, and making money work for you. These two men had vastly different views of life. One said, "I can't afford it." The other said, "How can I afford it?" One believed the love of money was the root of all evil. The other believed the lack of money was the real problem. This book is about breaking mental and emotional chains around money. It's about deciding who you'll listen to and who you'll become. Chapter 1. The Rich Don't Work for Money. Most people chase paychecks. The rich chase opportunities. As a boy, Robert and his friend Mike wanted to be rich. Mike's father, the rich dad, offered them jobs for 10 cents an hour. After weeks of frustration, Robert complained. That's when the real lesson began. Rich Dad taught them, don't work for money. Let money work for you. He used that low-paying job to stir emotion in Robert so he could start thinking critically. Rich Dad wanted Robert to understand how most people become enslaved by fear and desire. They fear being broke and desire comfort, so they work harder and consume more. Breaking free means breaking that emotional trap. True wealth begins with observation, not obligation. Chapter 2. Why teach financial literacy? It's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, even those with high salaries. Why? Because they don't understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Rich people buy assets. Poor and middle-class people buy liabilities they believe are assets. That one misunderstanding keeps people stuck for life. Financial literacy is about understanding how money flows, how wealth is built, and how to use that knowledge to make better decisions. The educated investor knows how to read numbers and see reality through them. Knowledge, not income, is the real wealth. Chapter 3. Mind your own business. You can have a job, but you must also build your own business. Robert explains that your profession is not your business. Your business is your asset column. Many people climb the corporate ladder, but never build ownership. Rich Dad taught him to buy income-generating assets and create financial independence outside of his job. Real freedom comes from owning systems that pay you, not just performing tasks for someone else. Your job may provide a wage, but your investments, intellectual property, and real estate are what provide lasting wealth. While others work hard for promotions, the rich work smart to accumulate income-generating assets. It's not about quitting your job, it's about owning your future. Chapter 4. The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. The rich play by a different set of rules, and they understand how to use them. While the poor and middle class get taxed first and paid last, the rich build corporations to protect wealth. Corporations offer legal ways to reduce taxes and expenses. Understanding the tax code is not about evasion. It's about education. Corporations earn, spend, and then get taxed. Individuals earn, get taxed, and then spend. This difference allows the rich to grow their money while others shrink theirs. Rich Dad taught Robert that being financially educated means not just knowing how to make money, but how to protect it, keep it, and grow it legally. Chapter 5. The Rich Invent Money. Opportunities are everywhere, but only for those trained to see them. Robert explains how the financially educated spot trends, take calculated risks, and create wealth from seemingly thin air. Most people say, "I can't afford it." Rich Dad taught him to ask, "How can I afford it?" That question unlocks the brain to innovate. The rich are not gamblers. They're creators. They create solutions, spot undervalued assets, and take action while others hesitate. They are problem solvers. The poor and middle class avoid risk. The rich learn to manage it. It's not about having money to make money. It's about having knowledge, courage, and a mindset that sees what others miss. Chapter 6. Work to learn. Don't work for money. Specialization can make you a good employee. Diversified learning can make you rich. Rich Dad told Robert to take jobs not for the pay, but for the lessons. Learn marketing, learn sales, learn investing, learn communication. The more versatile your skill set, the more valuable you are in any economic condition. The workplace can be a training ground if approached intentionally. While Poor Dad believed in climbing the ladder, Rich Dad believed in building the ladder. Robert took jobs that taught him real-world business skills, often in areas he disliked, because he knew the compound value of learning. It's not about short-term gains, it's about long-term mastery. Chapter 7. Overcoming Obstacles. The 5 reasons people don't become wealthy: fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. Fear of losing money stops most people before they start. But the rich learn to manage risk. Cynicism causes paralysis. Laziness is masked as busyness. Bad habits drain wealth. Arrogance hides ignorance. Each obstacle becomes a mirror. Fear reveals how much control money has over your decisions. Cynicism exposes your internal narrative. Laziness is usually a symptom of lack of purpose. Bad habits form from unconscious repetition. Arrogance blocks growth. Rich Dad trained Robert to examine and overcome each one intentionally. Without mastering self, wealth will never last. Chapter 8. Getting Started. The journey to wealth begins with a choice. You don't need a trust fund. You need a reason, a why, strong enough to keep you going. Rich Dad's advice was simple. Decide to be rich. Choose powerful role models. Pay yourself first. Learn before you earn. And always give, because giving multiplies receiving. Taking action begins with mindset. Don't wait until you know everything. Just start. Educate yourself. Take small risks, and course correct as you go. The only real difference between the rich and poor is the courage to begin and the commitment to grow. Wealth is built in layers, not leaps. Chapter 9. Still want more? Here are some to-dos. This chapter is filled with tactical steps to deepen your financial education. Robert recommends attending seminars, joining investment groups, practicing with real money, reading financial news daily, and surrounding yourself with those who are ahead of you financially. Learning about money is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong discipline. The more you expose yourself to financially intelligent environments, the more normal it becomes to think like an investor. Stay curious, keep learning, and engage with ideas that challenge your old beliefs. Success is not guaranteed, but it is attracted by preparation and persistence. Change your mindset. Change your life. Rich Dad. Poor Dad is not about getting rich quick. It's about rewiring how you think about money forever. The poor work for money. The rich make money work for them. The poor fear risk. The rich manage it. The poor rely on jobs. The rich build assets. The poor seek comfort. The rich seek growth. Every person faces the same fork in the road: comfort or courage, conformity or creativity, security or sovereignty. The lesson isn't just financial, it's spiritual. It's about freedom. It's about living with intention. mastering your money instead of being mastered by it. You don't need permission to begin, just the will to choose a new path and the wisdom to stay on it. This was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. Brought to you by SR Book Insights. Keep seeking, keep growing, keep giving, and together, let's make the world rich again.